What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to my Let's Play of WWE Day of Reckoning 2, getting pretty close to the finish. And for those of you who are supporting on Patreon, who get to vote for the next 5 p.m. wrestling game slot, the votes are currently tied. So if you have not voted yet on Patreon, go click the link in the description and go vote for those supporters there to make that decision. I don't want to have to flip a coin, but I will if that's what it comes down to. Anyway, yesterday we have confirmed our WrestleMania plans, which is Triple H, because of course it is, in a last brand standing match, and Teddy Long trying to stop us from making it to Mania, putting The Undertaker and Hell in a Cell in our way, which we managed to get through real quickly. So who will Teddy try to have stop us today? Perhaps Heidenreich, perhaps Kurt Angle, guys I actually had problems beating in this game. Confrontations, oh no, he's sending Stacy Keibler to stop us. I don't know, it's possible. What do you want, Stacy? Well, Slug, what are you doing here? If Eric Bischoff sees you here, he'll... Well, I'm not exactly the most popular guy in the SmackDown locker room these days either. So I decided to come back here until WrestleMania. That makes no sense. Bischoff can't do anything worse to me than Teddy Long can, and at least I get to be with you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And soon we are going to be together on SmackDown like Mike and Maria. Everything's going according to my plan. I've got the WWE title match against Triple H at WrestleMania. I know. I've been watching SmackDown. I can't wait, Slug. If you can beat Triple H, then my contract goes to SmackDown. But Slug, I don't know if I've ever seen Triple H this determined before. He hasn't had a whiff of championship gold around here for so long. And now that he's got a chance to bring the WWE title here, he's like a man possessed. I know you faced him before, but you're in for the fight of your life this time. I've beaten him before, Stacy, and that was without your contract at stake. Listen, I've got to get to the ring. I don't even work on Raw. Like, why would they even give me a match? That doesn't make any sense. I'll see you later, okay? Okay, Slug, but be careful. Wait, you're headed to the ring? You don't work here. I don't work here. Just because I have the WWE title does not mean security should even let me in the building. I don't work here. I have a guaranteed lifetime contract on SmackDown. I know. It's been a long time since you've all seen me in the middle of a ring here on Raw. And I also know that I'm probably not the most popular superstar in the building tonight. But this Sunday at WrestleMania, I have the single most important match of my career. And once it's done, one way or another, you'll never see me on Raw again. So before I go, there are a few things I want to get off my chest. First and foremost, there's the matter of the missing World Heavyweight title belt. All along, I've sworn my innocence, but it didn't take too long for just about every finger in the locker room to point in my direction. But the fact is, I was set up by 3 veteran Raw superstars. So I'd like to challenge each one of them to come out and face me tonight, 3-on-1 handicap match. I think everyone here would like to clear the air once and for all. So if they have the testicular fortitude, the grapefruits, I'm calling out Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, and not you, Triple H. Your name wasn't on that list of guys to call out, so why don't you just chill out and go assassinate things cerebrally elsewhere. Seriously, I'll see you on Sunday. Oh, excuse me. Am I interrupting? Were you in the middle of something important? Well, hold the phone for just a second, Slug. Because here's a newsflash for you. Nobody cares. Eric Bischoff did Raw a huge favor by booting you from this show months ago. We didn't have to hear you whine and make excuses about the title you stole anymore. The fact is, until you bring the title back here, nobody wants to hear you even mention it again. I don't have it. Go ask Edge. And if I were you, I'd kiss your girlfriend goodbye, run back to SmackDown, and raise your medical insurance. Because this Sunday... Triple H, would you, for once, just shut the hell up? If you just let me finish. Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Maybe we can actually get to the World Heavyweight title back tonight and settle this once and for all. Oh, I see. Yeah, it all makes sense now. Last year at WrestleMania, the title conveniently disappeared so you could avoid facing me for the championship back then. And tonight, in the days before our next title match, the title will conveniently reappear back on Raw. So let me see. That means Raw has its title back. I don't have to bring the WWE title here and you avoid me yet again. If only it were that simple. For once, it's not about you, Triple H. No, what I'm doing is calling out the actual thieves so I can beat their confessions out of them right here in this very ring. And if I were you, I'd stay out of my way. Well, go right ahead. I can't wait to see this. I guess the floor is yours. This ought to be good. So, Orton, Jericho, Edge. There's, Orton and Jericho. Where's Edge? They're beating them like a government mule. Okay. Please. Oh no. One final tag team match to end the tag team matches. Really? You had to give me that one last time, that one last poke before we have this show wrapped up. Come on. Come on! Anyway, it's Wednesday. What's good on a Wednesday, Internet peoples? I have now watched both Raw and SmackDown and have some varying opinions on those two shows. I covered a lot of the Raw stuff yesterday with the American Alpha breakup and that bit of business, so I'm not going to go on to that too much more. But before I get into Raw, there was, I guess, what would be considered news on that table for three with Ron Simmons, Mark Henry, and The Godfather. And that is the fact that Mark Henry is wrapping up, or has wrapped up, his in-ring career, and is going to transition into a backstage agent of some capacity. So, that is significant considering he had a 21-year career, which for a guy his size is really impressive. Really impressive. And he survived a lot of just really bad wrestling booking. That a lot of really bad Vince Russo wrestling booking. He persevered and had some pretty good stuff near the end of his career, like the Hall of Pain, that fake retirement speech in the salmon jacket. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what I think is significant here, as someone who's been watching wrestling for a long time and has seen pretty much the entire career of a lot of the best big men in the business, the fact that in the span of 12 months, we are going to no longer have Mark Henry and Kane and The Big Show. Three huge staples of the last 20 years in wrestling is kind of amazing that they all decided to kind of go out in the same year. Like, yeah, we're going to be done now. Like, that's kind of crazy. Because at this point, in terms of big dudes, big tall dudes, like, you pretty much have Big Cass and you have Baron Corbin. And not, you know, I mean, in terms of just big tall dudes, like, there's not a lot of other options there. Which is kind of crazy, because you had those three guys were just, like, you know, in there for so long, doing it for so long at that level, and they're all kind of leaving in the same year, which is kind of nuts. So, best of luck to Mark Henry to, you know, get into that backstage role as an agent or, you know, whatever. He's been in this business long enough. I'm sure he has plenty of bits of knowledge and wisdom and that kind of stuff. And Chris Jericho, what do you even... I mean, okay, I'll beat up Randy Orton. That's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. Sure. But honestly, like, if we lose this match, who cares? That's my takeaway here, is that this match has zero consequences for neither myself or Triple H. So, really, who cares? But I will work on Randy Orton here if I can. Because I can. I don't know. Reasons. Anyway, moving on to Raw and SmackDown. I'm very curious to see how they're going to book. You can't count out here, you idiot. I'm very curious to see how they're going to book SummerSlam and who Brock Lesnar fights. You guys can't win the match out there. Morons! You can't win the match out there. Get him back. Yes. No. Yes. Back in the ring. Back in the ring. Now hit Randy Orton. There you go. Face him. There you go. There you go. Because it would seem to me, the way that they booked the end of Raw, is that, wouldn't it be, most... Face Randy Orton. Wouldn't it be most fitting if, the main event for SummerSlam was a fatal four-way between Brock and Reigns and Joe and Braun? Now, that could be, obviously, complete speculation, because who knows? And it could end up being the original plan, which was supposed to be Braun and, Brock. Like, that was the original plan. And that may have fallen through, I don't know. But it's interesting to see RKO out of nowhere. Again, Randy, what are you doing? And also, who cares? I have no stamina. But I'm curious. I'm very curious with Seth freaking Rollins being drawn into the black hole that is The Miz and Dean Ambrose. What exactly does that mean for the fact that they keep mentioning the Shield and reforming the Shield? And I'm like, the Shield was 3 guys. You guys, you need to be like, there's a third part of the equation here, and he's still using the Shield theme music. So that's kind of an important distinction. And if they kind of move Roman temporarily, there we go. If they move Roman temporarily outside of that main event scene because Braun gets the match against Brock, then you could conceivably have the Shield and the Miz Taraj at SummerSlam. Like, that's stupid. That's about as stupid as needing The Rock and John Cena to fight The Miz and R-Truth as the Awesome Truth, because you don't need those 2 main event guys to fight 2 mid-card guys. That's overkill. So, again, having... Sure. Why do I need to win this match? That doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't affect the story whatsoever. I'm just on the ground now, flopping like a fish. I'm flopping. Stupid. I don't care about this match whatsoever, but I have to do it. So, anyway, yeah, so I'm curious to see how they're going to handle that, and if they'll move Roman into that position that they don't need to be in. You don't need the Shield to take on 3 guys that include Curtis Axel and Bo freaking Dallas. Come on now. That's... Roman Reigns alone could take those 3 guys on himself and probably win the match because he's Roman freaking Reigns. Anyway. I'm not sure that whole thing is not really going to elevate the Miz Taraj as it will lower everybody else involved in that particular angle. Anyway, moving on to SmackDown. The Fashion Files continue to be the best part of SmackDown. Day 1 is H. The truth is, Day 1 is, like, their X-Files deal was fantastic. And once again, at Battleground, we're gonna find out who attacked, or who trashed their office. They haven't solved it yet. Now, we know it's not gonna be, American Alpha, because they're no longer a tag team, because, of the whole thing with Kurt Angle and his son and that kind of stuff, right? So, that's fine. Whatever. Triple H busted open. But, belly to belly. The question is who is going to be... Who will be the culprit? They already established it's not going to be the Ascension, because they already did that thing with the Ascension, and they didn't actually do it. So, there's that. Now, could it be a reformed Harper and Rowan? Possible, because they've kind of been off TV, and they were feuding for like a hot minute there, but then they kind of just kind of dropped it, and they're back off TV. Now, could it be a call-up from NXT? That could be interesting. That could be a nice main event spot for whatever you're doing with that. But, again, we'll find out this Sunday at Battleground. That Cena promo with the flag stuff was just kind of dumb. And it was just like, hey, America, 9/11. And I'm like, relax, Cena. It's a flag match with Rusev. It's not that serious. How many times have you beaten Rusev? It's really not that serious. So that was kind of whatever. Honestly, overall, SmackDown was kind of just bleh. You know, there was the Fashion Files, and you know, they had a good main event, but otherwise, just kind of bleh. So, can't win them all every week. Just can't win them all. So, unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Triple H needs to be better at being the game and helping me out here to win this match. Junior. And stop reversing all my steez. Anyway, what else we got here? I think that's it. More or less. So, personally, I'm going to say what I would have liked, because they barely acknowledged the fact that, hey, Raw got Jason Jordan, so we lost a SmackDown talent, and got a tag team lost. So, did they get anything? No. Here's what they should have done. SmackDown should have gotten Emma, because clearly, Raw's not going to use her, so you might as well give her to SmackDown. At least they try to use their entire women's roster on that show. Would have made a lot more sense. Thanks, Triple H. Way to be on the ball there. Actually make the pinfall get broken up. I'm in blue for reasons beyond my understanding, because I've barely had any damage here, but whatever. This game hates me. Whatever. Who cares? Not important. Most likely be done with it tomorrow. So again, Patreon folks, you need to vote. Otherwise, I'm going to have to flip a coin, and I don't want to do that. So I just helped Chris Jericho power around Triple H. I mean, yeah, I'm fighting him at Mania, but I'm also trying to win a match here. So that's kind of problem. Oh no! What happened? No! Walls of Jericho! Walls of Jericho! I don't want to lose again! Again! My legs are not damaged at all. If I tap here, this game is some hornswoggle type business, because I shouldn't be done at all. No, Chris Jericho. Oh, come on! And we lost again because of Triple H. Or no, we didn't actually lose again. But we're going to lose again here. I'm going to tap. I'm going to tap. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Ugh, I hate this game. I'll be so glad to be done with this game. So glad. You have no idea. Pile driver. I am deep red on everything but the arms. So, that sucks. Stop reversing all my stuff, Chris Jericho. I don't appreciate these constant reversals building your meter. Meanwhile, Triple H has 2 finishers, hasn't used them, and meanwhile, he's getting put into the walls of Jericho. Don't you dare tap, Triple H. Don't you dare tap. There. Alright. I helped you out. Congratulations. I did a thing. Also, I have a finisher now, so if I could use that, or if Triple H could use his 2 finishers, or almost 3 finishers, I'd appreciate the help here, game. You're supposed to be that good, game. Meanwhile, Chris Jericho's putting the hurting on you, and I'm on the ground, and you're gonna tap, and I'm gonna have to do this match in my spare time because of reasons. Don't tap yet, Triple H. Don't tap yet, Triple H. Oh, okay. Oh, no! Oh! Triple H! Thank you. Man, why is this match so hard? I don't understand. He's the game. I'm the attack slug. This shouldn't be this hard. And yet, Randy Orton and Chris Jericho are putting on the pain here. Don't you get pinned. Don't you get pinned. He got pinned. Thanks, Triple H. Well then, I have hit my time here for today. Back tomorrow with, I guess, WrestleMania. Stay tuned for that. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.